We're now live. Family, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever on a day. And welcome to the program Inside Salon today. Now the Then and Now Media Empire with the broadcast live on Facebook. Today na Saturday, the 18th of December, 2021. Me now na host and presenter Mohamed Kamara, popularly known as Supermed. And inside the program today, ladies and gentlemen, we get an exclusive interview with the former presidential spokesman, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll begin share the program ASAP. When I know say when I don't reach out to we, most of you want to watch this particular interview. This now a real exclusive with one of the most outstanding presidential spokesman of recent times, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, one of the former presidential spokesman for the former president, Dr. Ernest by Koroma. Will get on the platform today, ladies and gentlemen. So do you not do the needful, not begin share the program. As you know, this particular platform, the hub of the conversation, and this platform is based the Then and Now Media Empire. Will they bring come the key stakeholders in society, also the most relevant discussions inside the program today. We're going to look into two segments. One of them, now waiting happen in our country right now with the current administration, the SLPP government headed by President Madabio. Now, one segment I'm looking for watching with the interview today, and the next one about the main opposition party, the APC. Like what I can talk no more on this particular platform. Democracy, they just turn up on you. It get cogged them. When they call tenants of democracy, and the opposition party, now one of the fundamental cog for democracy. They get rule of law, get many other things then. So democracy in itself, not to turn it up in isolation. And we don't forget to fumble them. They say democracy is a form of government where the power then at the hands of the people. So then nobody no fully say, like where okay, you're gonna say, oh, na 10 years, na 15, not to democracy that one day. Democracy, the people that they get power for choose their government. So if they're happy with the government where then they choose them. If they're not happy, then get alternative. Now make the opposition party very, very much so important. Because now the alternative governments in waiting. So if the people are not glad with what they get the right and the responsibility for switch over to another alternative party where they feel say maybe that party could turn things around. As we all know, plenty gum don't they come out ups all about now the country, east, west, north, and south. The popular saying is that the ground dry. And this is very important. The bread and butter in any country, now I believe that the number one priority and responsibility of any government. Because trust me, the Kwele musician can say, they say an hungry man is an angry man. So bread and butter issue. Now also a security issue. So it's very, very important and fundamental. So ladies and gentlemen, we will not begin share the program, we'll continue for share the program as I introduce my guest, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, the former presidential spokesman to the platform. Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, I say adieu to family, sir.
Thank you very much, Supermed, for this opportunity. And family, both na the diaspora and back home, I tell you na plenty I do. And I'm glad you una back they take time for watch this conversation so that una young voices can also be very important in the political discourse in our country.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, and we're very much so grateful for getting you on the platform. But before I go any further, one of the fundamental questions where plenty people they ask many APC members supporters well-wishers and Sierra Leoneans in general. They say, why make one hear from Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay? Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, as I say, people then describe him as one of the most eloquent and outstanding recent presidential spokesman what we don't see in a saloon. Why make now in party don't go into opposition, they reform him, be quiet all over the years? What is you, sir?
Thank you very much, Supermed. It's interesting that you start the conversation with this question here. But I just want this question, myself, do area, people in the party don't reach out to me. But I want to clarify, say I have never been quiet. Never. Me now one of the vociferous people right now where they talk on behalf of a party. The reason being that all the principles say you they know people and we committed to this party now when we dey in opposition. Not only when we dey in governance, all mango knock chest. Now we for sure say yes, we know the issues and where they happen in our country. We know the policies and way the SLPP they operate, we know they in sync with the people them. I always don't refer people them, make them go visit Sarah Cast TV in New Jersey. Almost every other week I did a Sarah Cast TV. I always share that. But I also believe, say, when you engage the media, not to just not the diaspora you get for engage. I've been there where I left Salon in December 2018. I don't do many interviews them na Star Radio and Star TV na Freetown. Then they host me from here. I don't participate in AYV on Sunday, na AYV radio. So all LinkedIn and they, now just a demonstration say, when you day in opposition, do what you can do. And me right now, I try very strenuously. I balance work, family time, and also engaging the media. So I make sure say I able to balance that one day, thank God, because at the end of the day, we able to come, even one time, a station now, Washington, where they interview me, I coordinate with the National Publicity Act in when a CDI at Tunis, where are the current policy, where they very much at the forefront for talk for party. In back, I make the interview from Freetown. Because this work here, anybody who say you day, you for able to contribute in your modest way. Just like how you they do so, where you they contribute in the governance of a country, you don't need for day in person in Freetown at the moment. But based on your location, who say you day, you still able to make time, a weekend like this, way for spend time with family and other people. Them, you say, you know what? For the interest of my country, I'll still come online and get participants and low discuss it on you. Not many people will do that. So as I want just so I show the people and say, whilst I they do this now, I get for make sure say I go na the ground in person. I deal with the comrades then at the ground, join the comrades and where they also do a very fantastic job out there so that we will continue for collaborate and make sure say come 2023, great party will come back into governance. So basically, I just want to reassure comrades and Sierra Leoneans across the board that Adenaya, the reason we make another saloon right now, when them pull win a power, and not being get job they get. And the reality is, even while in the lecture for the college, now on free basis I do one. I make efforts so that I for don't make let them regularize me, so that lily and that in way months long I for able to get them, I will able to support my family now. But I'm not being get that opportunity, made them put me on the payroll. So based on that circumstance, now I say, well, you know what? La come back overseas, la can continue my job now, so that I'm able to support comrades them. Comrades and where they get buried, comrades and where they sick, comrades and where then they get various challenges and way are not going to be not going to be okay for calling names on air. But then they appreciate that. If I've ordained a Sierra Leone at this material moment, maybe that financial support why they give are not going to give them at all. But when I are able to do that one day for support comrades and at the same time articulating issues them we get for do with good governance and democracy in our country, and also for position, waiting now we own road to 2023 as a party. I think I will continue to do that to the best of my ability whilst at the overseas for now.
Okay, then thank you very much for that holistic approach to that question, Mr. Bayraytay family. I want to welcome you to the platform. I want to thank you plenty for your constant support to this platform. And again, I believe say as from today, worldwide, because we get people who they watch this particular program from Asia, from the Middle East, from Australia, Europe, and also in Africa. From today, I believe say the message from Mr. Bayraytay will reach far and wide. Again, like way Mr. Bayraytay say, we don't talk, and we don't contribute one way or the other. Probably not to all man be fortunate for the catch them program and from USA they talk. Obviously, the time zone different and so on and so forth. probably all them playing young part, but himself he say it don't contribute greatly. And like what I said, I believe say this now a start for coming on the other side of the media, and obviously they talk as well for go back and join in Congress them na Sierra Leone for make sure say continue for articulate the issues them because now possibly versatile or conversant with the issues them in governance now in country because Amy don't day in governance now the previous administration. So Famule na the message that and we will continue with the interview. I will just want to put this out of the way because so many people they don't pose that question there to me as well. I will pass that question there to Mr. Bayraytay. Mr. Bayraytay, what's in the happen right now in our country? Now the midterm census. We don't see plenty people that don't come and comment. So much so about this particular midterm census. We don't see the main opposition party and also the consortium of progressive political party. They all don't come together and say they need to support this census because them feel say the census is illegal because through the way for put in a parliament to not put according to them for be put them, and there has not been a precedent before where they get midterm census. With census has always been 10 years, and even the World Bank and the 11th hour pulling support by this particular census here. But as we talk so right now, government they still carry on with the census. What's that you generally take in terms of this particular midterm census when they go on soon in our country?
I think say the views them way Sierra Leoneans them majority I can say both back home and in diaspora where they don't express concerning the census. I only wish the government for don't listen to the concerns raised by the people. You see, I can always tell people that say when it comes to governance, it is not a question of a winner takes all or the mantra say power waiting me one do, I will do them irrespective of the views expressed by people, Sierra Leoneans. And the government for also able to understand say when people that express views them way contrary to their own hard-held beliefs, may they not always dub them people in there as opponents of the state. How then they in governance, the voices that we know they in governance, they are equally important in a democracy. Because the whole notion about the social contract, now we put them there as governors of the state, but that don't mean say they have all the answers to the problems of the country. The participatory model in governance, now the new vogue in modern democracy. For goodness sake, members in our parliaments, majority of them, when you look at the strength of various political parties, including the main opposition, don't tell you say, you no lay the instrument in parliament in a positive way for let we go into a midterm census. And I listen to the statistics office. They say they want for correct the anomalies of the 2015 census with them be all midterm. For goodness sake, as you mentioned, statutory instruments them, now after every 10 years with the old census. If you come with a census, one of the key partners that win at the World Bank, as well as the European Union, then come very eloquently express an aversion for say, you know what, this census not timely. One, lack of preparation. Two, the resources them within they support, they no go give. And say because it don't make sense. Only we have few more years to allow go into elections. Waiting wrong for let them even consult the members of parliament then. Consult members of the opposition. I remember one time I listened to one local radio station. They say the government say they informally consult with the political parties. This exercise, not so for consult people informally, make it transparent so that people know will come with any conceived notions of a hidden agenda. Because right now, accusations and suspicions they point out say, because the last elections, the APC end up forget majority of members in a parliament, where for don't get the speakership of parliament, unless we then forget for go pull about 9 or so members of parliament then, they hastily do elections so let the SLPP get the speakership so that the executive arm and policies then when they go to parliament, then go able to get a smooth sail. And therefore, they want all now this census with a view for do what they call constituency delimitations. So that then your areas then where they perceive say, then get strong support, then go increase the constituencies then they, so that if we go into the next elections, then we'll get more people in a parliament. I think say let divorce politics from the census. Census should be seen from development terms. How we will do what you call the distribution of development agenda in the state. But now that they're not able to do that one day, I think say, maybe they expect say the government for go sit down into the drawing board, consult with the Sierra Leoneans them, consult with the stakeholders, including the opposition parties, for say, listen, I don't listen to our concerns. What can we do for let the census become participatory so that everybody, but look at the audios the way they come even in our country, it's so divisive. People then say, no, the APC position was, una not allow let them come to now. They don't tell the councillors, the members of parliament, them back don't send the message. So they wonder whether this is not an enterprise in futility. Because if you're not able to get accurate information and data, statistical data in this respect, based on waiting at the intention, then the whole exercise don't become like a waste of resources. So to me, I wish the government will get a listening ear for listening to the people. Democracy not a question of I am always right. Listen to the concerns and voices of the people. And look at the unfortunate thing will happen. Anybody will come and condemn this census, the next thing that they invite you to CID, then they arrest people, including one blind councillor. I know they try for highlight in disability here. Blind councillor, we want participate in democracy, he exercising concern, say, as far as in concern, in this census here, he not timely, he not participate, the next thing they invite an police station. Are we now, the question becomes, are we now in a police state? Whereby nobody not forget an alternative view, way different from the government union. And then if that be the case, where is our democracy? Where democracy, of course, should be a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And now we go into the contemporary discourse of democracy, when people's power. The people's power, you have to cooperate with them. We don't see how dictators then they fall, whether democratic dictators then, whereby when they subvert the will of the people, at the end of the day, the people then they become non-cooperative. And that is the whole concept of a social contract covenant between those who hold political power and the people. So to me, the census not timely, enough day because they fail for do the proper, the needful as per constitutional provisions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bayraytay. And in fact, it's on that same note where people link this to this political instability, because this harassment, victimization, so on and so forth. As we talk, so there are people where now APC party supporters them, where we go accompanying the APC regional chairperson at the Eastern Province, Madam Diana Konomani, for going to police, and be invited, and those people were subsequently arrested, and they say, as we talk, so right, and in the Panemba Road. And again, you be there as a spokesman, now administration, where at one point, we have to say this, the Koroma administration was referred to, them refer to the Sierra Leone, but then as one of the most peaceful country, not the world, I think the third most peaceful, not Africa. So what do you think? How do you think this juxtapose for maintain peace and security in our country when authorities then, when the current administration, they constantly, or maybe the security forces, they constantly marginalize, do all kinds of things against the opposition, arrest people, lock them up, Panemba Road, so on and so forth. What thing that you take? What thing will be general advice or your perspective in relation to that topic there?
Superman, this is a very, very important question you ask so. Because some people then just feel say when they say democracy, now just to go vote after every 5 years for let we choose councillors, members of parliament, of president. Democracy go beyond that. And besides, democracy, when you even go to the preamble of the 1991 Cap 6 Constitution, the preamble make it very clear, say, it is an endeavor to strive for the good and development of the state. How you go able to develop a state if peace not the reign, if people then they live in fear, if at the end of the day, you they clamp down on voices them way oppose you by every other segment in the society. At the end of the day, when you they talk, you refer to Sierra Leone being the third most peaceful country in the sub-region then. That was absolutely correct. According to the Global Peace Index, I always they refer people them, go and read the Global Peace Index. Then you look at the trajectory from 2007, where President Koroma been in power, until 2018, where he left. You find out, say, consistently, we maintain a very solid position for global peace and security. And even when you go to the ECOWAS protocol and you go to the addendum of the African Union principles on peace and democracy, they always they say good governance now in the able promote developments in any country. Because you know we're able to make development in a country if your country not in peace. And I always they refer people them to people, somebody where they always they refer as the father of peace and conflict. When Professor Galton, we make a very clear say you can get what you call negative peace. Waiting at this negative peace. Now like one year, where you watch up and tap, you go feel say everything okay, it not okay for it. But on that way you go, it one. Now, so if you know all the people are fine, you they see say people and they go around in business, but people are not happy. Now, small thinking triggers something, you know, it they go out of control. For goodness sake, why you they take appetite as a government for arrest people them, for go lock them at Panama Road, invite them at CID, humiliate them, take them, phone them without even a judicial warrant? That is inexplicable. So at the end of the day, I always tell people, let's say, Lord, we learn from history. I always refer people them to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, where them put together following with devastating conflict in the 90s until the cessation of the hostilities and the declaration for peace in 2002. When you go read them, they say where you not create the space for people them for exercise their democratic rights and freedom of assembly, freedom of speech. People should go to chapter 3 of the 1991 Constitution. These are entrenched clauses. As long as people express their views and the right to assemble, it is within the confines of the law. There is no need to clamp them for any reason. Because when you do that, you they subvert peace, you they subvert democracy, and at the end of the day, the people they become uncooperative in your development agenda. So in essence, for let you able to govern, it they become very, very difficult. All those things where they create, is not even good for the image of a country. And the president, they on record say, in the travel all this while, he say because he want for rebrand the image of Sierra Leone. But if you they go internationally for rebrand the image of Sierra Leone, but your policies internally are in contradiction with what you are doing in terms of rebranding, but when they make headlines in the international media for the wrong reasons, then it becomes a political paradox, which to me is very hard to explain. So governance is not a question of a winner take all. Development, democracy, good governance, they only happen when the people are ready to cooperate with you. And waiting will make the people ready for cooperate. Now, when their voices are heard, they know say yes, they too matter. And not just who vote during elections, they matter. But the continual cooperation will only be guaranteed because governance is a continuous process. It goes beyond just the casting of the ballots.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bayraytay. And family, today we'll get the former presidential spokesman. And when I'm Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, we do tune on the platform today, help we for analyze plenty things that will happen in our country, Sierra Leone. And the quote can tell now on this particular platform, now the hub of the conversation, they ask a critical question for the interest of our country and we people. we don't go through so much as a country, as a nation, as a society. Now we believe saying that we right and responsibility for how we contribute we own really and nothing for help enhance democracy in our country. A part of Papa God we want to look up to democracy in the engine where for able push we country forward in terms of development and progress in this 21st century. So Mr. Bayraytay, again, what happened back recently, we see what plenty people they say now a compromise audit report because the acting auditor general when our Mr. Abdulai Aziz now released this particular audit report 2020 because as we all know the auditor general and deputy they don't suspend them indefinitely. But even at this compromise audit report, we see them put they say the president and travels them where we go Gabon, where he go where Canada, United Kingdom, where he go Lebanon, and so many other places them. They receipts them where it provides to the audit service Sierra Leone, saying that this are the receipts will be paid and all of them and they where the audit service Sierra Leone decide for collaborate, then receipt them for make sure say yes, they are up to date. The people and tell them say basically then receipts are not we issue them. So in other words, this is forgery and so on and so forth. And this is the office of the president. And at this particular president, where he come into governance, he tells us one of the key fights, now the fight against corruption. As somebody who don't work with the previous administration, we know about government business. What do you feel say this kind of image, where this the paint in terms of the fight against corruption, and also to we Sierra Leoneans, I mean, generally, in terms of this current administration with corruption business in our country?
It's unfortunate that the government come, they establish commissions of inquiry for go after people in the previous administration for let them able account how they run the country. And in the midst of that, we spent billions of leones for maintain the 3 commissions of inquiry. I'm not going to go into the fact, say, even the constitution of the inquiry then tell you, say, they don't even abide by section 150 of the 1991 constitution. But again, that is another call for discussion. But when I look at the press release, when I see the audit reports about the president in chief to Lebanon, I go to the press release where the press secretary issue from State House, where he say the president in trip now a private visit to Lebanon. Then when I read the audit report, I see them say medical, I see them say he do this, he do. I say, well, but I mean, tell me saying a private visit in Gopa, which will have been different. And I remember, a good when you bring that example, I remember one time, because whenever President Koroma they left for go any part of the world, would they make sure say we inform the public for the purpose of a visit. When Ikiwango Germany for go do a medical checkup, and they pull a press release, it is on record for say the president they left, if they go Germany, if they go do medical checkup, straight up, so that you not create any ambiguities in the governance of the state. But the next thing we read about, say President Biobi do like a honeymoon, later we can see them say he go medical, but the press release not tell me that. So how can a private visit end up for incur such expenditure as alleged in the commission of the audit service report? So if me been there in the president in shoes, he been gets an opportunity a few days ago when he go meet to the journalists them in what he call a presidential cocktail. I would have converted that if I were his spokesman into a press conference for they are able for give a quick response pending the discussion of the audit service report as provided for in our constitution for a discussion in parliament. I'll use that opportunity to set the record straight so that that gathering goes beyond just whining and dining because the press is there. But for now, I only hope, say, the NGC chairman and leader of the party, when a Yom Keller, Dr. Ikane Yom Keller, he don't move a motion of parliament, say, therefore debate the audit service report. And I think, say, it makes sense because that is as provided for in our 1991 constitution. So that we then debate them, if they need to summon the president in the parliament for who answer certain questions, then why not? Because at the end of the day, we are talking here about probity, we are talking here about transparency, and we are talking here about accountability. Now that make I can always tell people and say, when the Africanist press, when then they publish, una no perceive the Africanist press as an enemy of the state. See them as somebody where they do a service to a country by bringing out this gamut of allegations and indictments against the sitting government. Why is that so? I remember during when they do the Ebola, I remember I give an interview to the CNN where they call me. That and the president being concerned about the Ebola, let people not tamper amidst allegations say people and they misuse the Ebola funds. What you do would mandate the audit service Sierra Leone for let them do what you call a real-time auditing, so that anybody we found wanting, it will be accountable for the money that we then expend. And that when we issue that press release day, I remember Aisha said then at CNN, when they interviewed me as presidential spokesman, I articulate for say, our own commitment is hinged on the accountability. And that the fact say the president don't set a real-time auditing mandate to audit service Sierra Leone tells you how serious we are in the fight against graft in the country. So the onus this time now is on the government and the president for let them exonerate themselves and debunk the allegations them and reports so contained in the audit report for make sure say yes, the actions them in terms of fighting graft is not one of witch hunt as they allege, but rather whilst they are in there right now, therefore able for make sure say they do the needful. Now that make even when they suspend Laratelo Pierce and they also suspend in deputy, they make sure say they not do them the right way as provided for by the Constitution. Because when I read Charles Magai, when I the former Attorney General for Charles Magai, for Prince Bio, it come out very clearly. He say, you know what? You know who don't suspend and you say they go set a tribunal. The tribunal first will don't be constituted. Then they look into the activities of the Auditor General as provided for in the Constitution. That 10 days, if you found wanting, then you can suspend. Now that makes the Judicial Service Commission of Sierra Leone one of the highly respectable lawyers and we did it because they not do the due diligence. When Ambassador Michael, he end up for resign. He said, no, this is not the right procedure. So you see a whole lot of issues that don't come up with this. And they all come to good governance. Respect the Constitution. If not other countries, them, all the entire way they happen so. Whilst all the indictments here they come, you know they berate the Auditor General in office because the power where he gets, now like that of a judge, where you know they're able to remove him the power as provided for just in the same provisions, I think section 137(9) of the Constitution, if I'm right, we make that same provision, we're applicable in the case of the Auditor General. So to me, these are very serious allegations against the presidency, and they have the onus for let them vindicate themselves and not just succumb use propaganda for say, you know what, all waiting and right as they can be dismissive for say, oh, this is now opposition. No, and not the work so. Country will better than this.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bayraytay. Family, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, now the platform today. I see the eloquently they explain some of the things. I don't learn quite a lot already for me. A really thorough explanation of how government business operates, because in be presidential spokesman for former president Ernest by Koroma in government, and we don't learn like I see the chat room and everybody's commending. I mean, some of the analysts really say really we only plan plenty thing going forward. And in terms of that particular Auditor General, they will suspend him and deputy. most Sierra Leoneans feel aggrieved, saddened, and disappointed because plenty Sierra Leoneans say one of the most credible, if not the only credible institution what we get in our country, now Audit Service Sierra Leone under the leadership of Madame Lara Taylor Pierce. If this particular body has this institution, they don't begin undermine them so in such a way. Now we see we get an acting Auditor General, Mr. Abdul Aziz. Does that bode well for democracy in our country? How democracy will go and how people will get confidence in the governments them and in the country? Because even international partners them, when they deal with we, does that create a good image? What's that you take? What's that you look into that particular suspension day?
If anything did, where they give Lara Taylor Pierce na integrity, in professionalism, and not one day see people them unite with the Auditor General, reach Lara Taylor Pierce. Share with you when I've been in governance. I remember he pulled one report where the minister then the vex who will be in a government. I go write this not so true. Then they call president. When they can call, and they sit on there. Now, him president say, "Una no waiting. This woman he get integrity. He very highly professional. He reports where he give as a government. Now that institution they was set, that office they was set by an act of parliament. So we don't ever suspend them. Imagine in the midst of fighting Ebola, an Auditor General come indicts the government. What did the president do? He convened a meeting of all the MDAs, the ministers, them. He invites Lara Taylor Pierce. I was in that meeting. In the presence of the president, Lara Taylor Pierce, based on the integrity, he able very boldly watch President Koroma. He said, "Mr. President, I respect you, respect my office. The findings they work come with, them based on A, B, C, D. He say if them people are where they lay complaint and get any issue, may they respond. But we don't get any response. We no make. So we gonna give we opinion professionally. If not be a dictator regime, then for those suspend Lara Taylor Pierce. The government for take and say he want put in government down. President Koroma for don't take and say, but no, he exercise what you call political maturity. For understand, say, the Office of Auditor General is a very important audit where they look at, a very important office, I beg your pardon, where they look at how governments, they pursue fiscal policies and manage the resources of a country. And not forget, say, your economy is what you call in political science a peripheral economy. Look, recently, the World Bank just don't give what you call direct budgetary support to the government in the amount of $75 million. I see some people in the jubilate. I only hope they for know what it means, what they call budgetary support. It means we're not able to generate enough income in the country for let we even able to take care of workforce for in terms of paying salaries and also for service delivery. So when people jubilate, it only they promote what you call the dependency syndrome. Now that make at the end of the day, if we get the anti-corruption commission, where people they accuse over the years say, it always they work in tandem with the government of the day, and God can give you a very bold Auditor General in Lara Taylor Pierce, for goodness sake. I think say every government for commend this woman rather than suspending her. No wonder the whole world, including the International Association of Professional Auditors, then back learn more for condemn the government for that singular action. And the action was in the letter where they say lack of professionalism and thereof. That are one of the most ambiguous statements you can even proffer in suspending a highly respected somebody like Lara Taylor Pierce. We don't be in that institution for over 10 years. So to me, no wonder the woman then. But you know, the hypocrisy will get in our country. Even SLPP people them behind the scenes, they condemn the action of the president. So some of them are asked and say, why will I not come public? Say, Bayraytay, we're not going to come public with this for now. Say, but you know what? Not to today, Lara Telopias don't go after governments them, including una young government, but una not ever suspend them, una left them. Then why now they can't do them? They say it undermine the credibility, it undermine the image where Sierra Leone get internationally with all the money them where the presidents don't spend for let it say it rebrand the country. So you can see the contradictions in terms of policies that they take locally where they affect and dent with image internationally. So to me, everybody don't come, including the woman them. I watch the woman them, very prominent woman them. Then they do audios. We are with Lara Taylor Pierce. We condemn the suspension. It is arbitrary. It is what you call in law ultra vires, beyond the scope of power given to the president as provided for in our 1991 Constitution.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. Bayraytay. And family, I want just tell us, say Wednesday, the 22nd of December, now this platform will get forget the Western area rural district chairman, Mr. Kasho Alanje Cole, get for deal with we on Wednesday, the 22nd of December. So please now watch out for that particular program. There will be 8 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Salon time, I think 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll now watch out for that particular program there on Wednesday, the 22nd. Mr. Kasho Olanje Corona, the chairman for the Rural District Council na Sierra Leone, get for deal with me on the platform. So please now watch out for that program there today. We get one of the fine presidential spokesman we don't see in recent times, because most of you be remember where he be there as presidential spokesman for former President Ernest by Koroma. How will they articulate issues and how will they bring come things the way they happen in our government to the people and plenty people they look forward to impress release them. And so we're very much privileged today for getting on the platform, and we glad that he don't come and don't tell we say not for say be they quiet too. If you don't they talk, maybe if you don't they talk now other platform they will not be know about. If you don't they supporting party in so many other ways them will probably will not be know about. But we believe say from now going forward, and see also don't tell we say even get the intention for go na Sierra Leone, go join in, come with them and help for boost democracy, boost the opposition party. Like how we say this now, democracy, opposition party, they play a pivotal role. You not go get democracy, not get opposition party. Not a democracy that one day. So the idea for saying you go continue for the intimidate, victimize opposition party members, them, it's not a bold well for democracy. Look, recently there was a democratic summit where take place in America. They don't invite with government. Who don't they invite now? Who mayor and invite to go to that particular summit. How does that make with government or with country look? People will take us, we're not really serious about democracy because what they see they happen in governments now, not giving the confidence for them to say yes, this particular government or this country they engage in proper democracy. So I believe say the people in authorities, people in governance, hopefully subsequently we know something what we will program, then go take this on board. This now for the good of the country. Like where Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay don't eloquently espouse the key difference in the way they happen in our country, where it really not border well for we and we country in democracy. So on that note, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, again, we know say during the former administration, at one point of President Ernest by Koroma, at one point Sierra Leone was even the fastest growing economy in the world. But one thing we don't realize is this administration kind to governance from 2018, things are getting from bad to worse. And things and they even basic commodities them. What we see inflationary figures and go up over 200%. How can we sustain this in any country? So what if we say happen? Why we country go down, why we country economy go down the drain so fast? And what's your advice to this particular administration in relation to that, sir?
Thank you. This is a very, very important question, Superman. The reason why I say important, I start with the presidential debate. Who be all na been to many conference. I remember where President Bio, he be the lambast Samura Kamara then. He say the APC don't mismanage the economy. Now things are not hard for the people them. He pulled a press statement. The moderator for that presidential debate, now BBC Hassan Haruni. Now he tell Madabiyo, he ask him in the form of a hypothetical question. He say it is easily said than done when you are in opposition. If you go inside, how are you going to transform what you are now condemning? I remember the response of President Bio. He say in the make sure say it lock all the leakages them. And 2, it will make sure say it gets a small cabinet. And 3, it will make sure say they don't hold any public function, na any public space where government is spend couple. And that na in strategy. And he even go further for encapsulate that in statements in a manifesto. And then follow through a member in current chief minister. It was on radio and television. He said we talk about bread and butter issues then. He said the country don't so stronger now that even when you go buy cookery, can that sell for them land put for you free, now you they pay for them. And right now, I don't need for go now any economics class 101 for no say the country don't stronger and we they see the contradictions in the development of the state. Almost every 1 week or 2 weeks, I they spend not less than $100 for buy phone card, for call people them all over Sierra Leone, for ask them how they do. That is one way I connect with the people. From Kailaung, Bujaung, Magburka, everywhere I have people them where I work with before. When they ask them, I say, how the country? They say, brah, the country not funny. They say that team for say the ground dry, it not only dry, but man, they sweat even inside a rainy season. They say, they begin to give me simple comparison them. Almost then be they buy rest or bag. Wait today, the minimum wage now 500,000. If they pay you not get any other source of income, one bag rest don't go to 500,000. So when you go buy them, not dry rest. So at the end of the day, you ask yourself, say, waiting don't happen. Wait onion, the bag onion. Where will be they buy them 100,000 euros. Today, it don't skyrocket. That 5-gallon oil, where now be 85,000. Now it don't go to almost 250,000, the oil, vegetable oil. But I talked to one Mamina Kenema. In your analysis, where give me, he said me picking. He said, Trade, when I they give 10,000 to me grand picking for go buy bread, he said, they come with big bread for me too. He said, but now the bread, I end up get for buy 20,000 because the bread now, while they can't ship them, the picking on the better food. That is street economics, we call them. And no need for go from a college for tell you, say, the country stronger. It's a trickle. And once you're not able to get very sound macroeconomic policies in our country, the poverty could be seen in the people because we get to call the chain of supply. When things are stronger, almost people can get the power for go buy. If they're not able to buy, at the end of the day, you're able to quantify poverty that way. So now make the country, I remember that thing they during the elections. APC Tolombo no de country agriboku. So now APC then say, well, now all man don't eat, he don't bed full. The next day, then the one could rest. When you tell people and then they ask the one, then say, well, then don't come to the conclusion, say, that devil where you know, it better that angel where you dream in a new direction where the SLPP come with. Then say, because Trade, until they say they even buy kanda, you they pay for an extra way go buy kukri. Now the kukri woman, they know they even put kanda again. because they're not able to get the money for even buy and for put inside the plazas. So that don't tell you the quantum of poverty, the quantum of hardship we don't in the country. It's just sad. Now, they always tell SLPP them. I say, listen, we no hate una. Some of we who get colleagues them when they in our government, when now all been there from a college. We be say our relationship go beyond politics. I say, listen, una listen to the cries of the people. I say, think stronger than the country. Then they see una they go buy new motor car, they una condemn they say APC buy. I say una say new direction, una no repeat anything una stay is not good for country. But una do it becomes a paradox. That thing for say, oh, APC be doing trade. Now we take and say, una win these elections genuinely. Now, because maybe the people say, okay, the mistakes that we APC do, therefore, we change them, we bring new people them through elections. Now, he make SLPP in a power today. So, by that logic, if SLPP continue for do the same mistake them when they say the predecessor they do, which means they don't give license to the people them for also boot them out, for kick them out of power, and that thing for say, oh, now 10 years. Just like what you be mentioned briefly, in ordinary constitution, we don't see who side people and they come for 1 year. Example, look, Donald Trump is supposed to do 4 years, but when he not do well in country, they kick him out. The Democrats then come back, Biden then come back. At the end of the day, you know they're able to intimidate the voters then. People and they inside right now, they see the audios and videos them, with SLPP supporters and they put for say they're not glad. Man, they're not glad. And when young people and begin tell you say man, they're not glad, they say them promise and say that they go to bakery factory, the bakery factory not come. They say Econ they count lights and where they can create employment, Econ not come. Then talk about different promises them. Now I read them don't talk back, say, oh, somebody they can create 30,000 jobs them. Then they say, oh, the Lunge Bridge. But now they don't change, say the Lunge Bridge not in the manifesto. If you not in your manifesto, no go tell the people and say they go make bridge for them. At the end of the day, it creates a lot of.
I just want to interject a particular side because the promise system back, where this administration be met to the people and then they continue for Mecca. Because you just rightly highlights, they even said that they create 1 million jobs. The bakery, they even got on sword. The president, yes, they got on sword, said that they can't make this bakery for employ 5,000 people. Then obviously the Lunge Bridge when they talk, so they even sell I shall be now the office. They said that they can launch the Lunge Bridge.
Yes.
In other talks, they said they go do the extension. Even the first day, they go take pictures, say, well, you see, we can't do the extension. The president they go turn block. So many other things. But what do you think this administration embark on this kind of thing also? Where they promise people,
you know what? One thing why I believe Superman, propaganda, not they bring developments in our country. Propaganda, not they feed the people empty stomachs. And when, as a politician, this message not just for President Bio and the SLPP, any party, including the APC, no go excite the people them with things them where you know say you're not able to do. Because politics will also come with integrity. Because other countries then they hold you accountable to the point that when they impeach you, you lost your power. When you go make all them big promises they are to the people them, the young people then they look forward to that. And when they not do them, then they become uncooperative in the state. When you call them permitting and say, well, let them left wing at the same line and they go like, we don't tire. Even if not genuine something, you want to go talk to them. They don't go. Because you don't use the very way for use for engage the people them. You don't use them for shoot yourself, whip yourself. So you are undermining your very self by the many promises you make. I remember that day I've been an active journalist now Expo times when I've been there from Bay College. Where President Kabaka na power, 1996, we go parliament, he talk about this same Lunge Bridge. People and they clap, then I do with the big battalion, then they dance. Now I write an article then. I say, wow, another promise, and people are dancing under the scorching sun. People that say, oh, Bayraytay, why are you so negative? Nah, say, bo. If you ask me right now, in as much as we will need the bridge for decongest the city, but when you look at the amounts we get for involved for make that bridge day, you're not able to get an 8, even if you say they do what we call a BOT, a bill operate and transfer, where we can do in development times like what we want to do the Mamama Airport, where the total amount from Exim Bank was $312 million, where they don't approve, where they say then they can't bill them so that we will transfer, we'll get a new city, na Mamama, so that we'll able to move the state house, we'll move some areas them, just like what in Nigeria do, where they move Lagos to Abuja as the capital city, and Lagos become the commercial city. That same strategy we wanted to do. Exim Bank said we will make sure we do a build, operate, and transfer, and we'll be paying dividend to the state as well. But just because they want to make sure, say, the developments not they become a continuation, every government will come, it will say, oh, no, no wants this, and then they be with them. And not they work so in democracy. So at the end of the day, the promises that people make, they can haunt them. And I assure you, say, their unfulfilled promises they are where President Bio and governments don't make. Now, I get for haunt them starting from the 2022 local council elections. When are they begin get the blueprint for say 2023 will not get for their power again. And I always see people and they say, oh, if we not get power, chaos will come. Chaos not get for Canada country. They're not to portion. From March 23rd, 1991, we fought one of the most devastating and debilitating conflicts in the history of sub-Saharan Africa. Therefore, we go get with chamot them politically. But trust me, when APC can have power, the SLPP no get no option but now for concede defeat, just like how Samura Kamara and the APC concede defeat in 2018. But that thing for say, oh, first go there, this go there, one bet say that is not going to happen, it's not our portion. But at the same time, President Bio get an opportunity for let he understand, say, if you go read the international security studies in South Africa, where they can come with periodic reports about the causes of conflict currently in contemporary Africa. It gets something for do with good governance. It gets something for do with democracy. And it gets something for do with what you call acting beyond the scope of power given you in the Constitution. And when you don't respect those, I don't need to remind people about what happened in the Arab Spring because the location and circumstance may be different. I will not remind people what happened in Sudan with al-Bashir. A couple of examples, but you know what? We'll go to call geopolitics. Geopolitics simply means when something can happen in another country, they get the tendency make people in copycat. And my own prayer is we not will copy anything in a conflict. But by 2022, 2023, the SLPP for able honorably concede defeat and give opportunity to the APC as a party, where now the People's Party, it's a populist party, it's a grassroots party. People and they tell you say the ground dry. People and they way who been there in governance, they no get no business for ask you, even party them, where they ask you, say, brade bado, help me today. No. But now people them, respectable people them, they say, Bradis, he don't come up and shame. Do ya, are they bad? When that they happen, that don't tell you say things are not right in your country.
Okay, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, thank you very much. And Fambulem today will get the former presidential spokesman, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, on the platform where they eloquently talk about these issues, also very important issues them in relation to the country Sierra Leone. And I want to say tomorrow, we get Mr. Prince Emil Koroma for then on the platform. Again, one somebody, Mr. Gori, when I retired statistician, whether them they work as statistics Sierra Leone, they know about census business. That man again for car tomorrow, can help for talk about this midterm census business. So now watch out for that program. The end next Wednesday, when on the 22nd of December, 8 p.m. at this same platform, we get Mr. Kasho Olanje Cole, when are the chairman for the rural districts, now free to again for then at the platform. So now watch out for them program. And as we know, this platform now the hub of the conversation. This platform now the platform where they for all Sierra Leoneans. Una comments and plenty. We're not going to read them all. We get so many comments in. We're not going to read them all today because the chat room is buoyant with too many comments. But we appreciate them all greatly because now all they contribute for the conversation. And this is good because what's in the democracy, then now we earn with the people. We get for make sure so we contribute positively for enhance democracy. Now we country. Democracy now it means for help we for love move the country forward. And me and you, we the Sierra Leoneans, now we responsible for do that. American man not for come move the country forward. This man not for come move the country forward. Now we the Sierra Leoneans get for do that job. Probably then go partner with we, then go help we. But now we say again for do that job. They die every lift in there, make sure say we move the country in the trajectory where we want them. And democracy will help you for do that. Mr. Bayraytay, as we wrap up this particular program today, I want to look at the young party, the APC party. The APC party, as I talk so, then get a constitution and only, I think say they experience some objection them, then get court case, we're pending. And we don't see so many other things that will happen between the party. Like what they say earlier on, democracy need opposition party them. The people them want an alternative government in waiting. The people they need for get the opportunity for make a decision between parties then. So what do you think right now is the APC party? Is the APC party ready and then a proper position considering all them problems they have? So, but before I do that, Mr. Bayraytay, I want to give some few comments then because like what I say, the comments and plenty today on this particular platform. So I will go through some of them comments here so where some people they don't post at the platform. All man get their own different take and views in relation to waiting with a discourse. But that is good. We at this platform, we peacefully agree for disagree in peace. Because we all man get your opinion, all man get your own views. And that's what democracy wants. And I will look for Mr. Junior Kabo say, Papa, please bring on your presidential spokesman, Keketoma Sandi, to this platform, the hub of the conversation, the then and now media empire, to articulate the government's position. Definitely, the invitation is out. So, Mr. Keketoma Sandi, if you want to the platform, you always welcome. This platform now for all Sierra Leoneans. And somebody, Margaret Kamara, say, was government ever in Sierra Leone, SAPP? Okay. Bokari Sayo say, but the mayor is also a member of the government as a public servant. Okay, the mayor is also part of the public member of the government. But what they try to articulate is that the government itself, as a main representation of the Sierra Leone people or the Sierra Leone country, was not invited. And President Biden make it clear, say, the government where they invite, now the government where they say, then they practice democracy. So again, the interpretation, anybody can interpret them in different way, but that was the fact out there that was put by the American government. Because we know big country in excessive, the likes of when them say the democracy they go on and not invite. So Mukhtar Lamim Beye says the people of Sierra Leone are now subjected to abject poverty. A lot of young people are dying out of economic stress. Okay. Somebody said, what about Nigeria? Good luck. And Ghana, former president, they only serve one term. They give example of president who don't serve one term. So not for saying Tiwe seal and settle, hook, line, and sinker, say all presidents for serve two terms. That is well understand, Mr. Abbas Koroma say, Mr. Abdulai, unfortunately, you're one of the people some of us are very, very disappointed that the reason being that you have been silent, absent, and meeting in action since you guys went in opposition. And I believe say Mr. Abdulai will respond to that question again, because if you don't do maybe this particular viewer genuine lately, so it not be meets that particular respondent, but hopefully Mr. Abdulai will respond to that as well. Somebody said they tell the people for food, lie with confidence. You guys are active man them. Please, at 2023, the dream for a new city should become reality. And Said Koroma say, in a democracy, we should be ready to listen to the voices of the opposition. But remember, guys, remember about Sierra Leone and not region or tribe, yes? All of this comment, the comment and plenty. We want to plenty. Thank you. Because of time, we're not going able to read all the comments, but we appreciate them greatly on the platform. And Mr. Bayraytay, I don't know whether if you have any comments we want to respond to before we go on to your party first.
I'm glad the approach where una media gets then and now empire. The fact say una they even make a space for people and for participate. And you also made a point where very solid. They don't need to agree with the participant or what you are saying. But the fact is they are always available. They are welcome to participate. I think that itself, you are preaching and doing what you're saying. You are creating a platform. Because if it be a contradiction on una part, if una they say government not they create the space for listening to the opposition, and now you are doing that, listening to divergent views, I think I want to give una kudos for that. In terms of missing in action, I respect those people making those observations. It just see by na village every year where they make Christmas, we get one particular person where they say in where it can dance, it spice the place. Everybody they laugh. If the day where that person go to other village and not perform na that particular village, no problem. So me, I dey just tell the comrades and say, do ya let them not feel disappointed. I dey do me own beats na ya in my own modest way. Are they in touch with the leadership of a party? Are they in touch with the grassroots, including the disabled people in our party? Because to me, every one of them then counts. And Upati, the way forward, as you say, law will not create an unnecessary dichotomy between, oh, now we did at the ground, now we the fed, the people in the diaspora, they're not left with. Every voice counts, as long as we do it in the best interest of the party. And the other day, somebody say, oh, one can't take center stage. Nobody no one go take other person in space. Work for your party, I work for my party, and me and you not forget conflict over that, because at the end of the day, we they do the same, we they sing from the same hymn book. The bigger picture is we all want to be united so that we will give the SLPP a run for their money. And some people and they were very smart. Some people and they right now we know they even talk, but that don't mean say they know they contribute to the party. Then they quite one and they can collect all the evidence of the human rights violations in our country. Then they keep them quite one. But that don't mean say because they're not kind of media, they know they do their work. They are doing it on behalf of the party and the country for that matter. So I would just want to say, any way somebody finds himself in his own space, may he contribute to this party. At the end of the day, you know they do one because you want to go get position. Now, because you believe in the ideals of the party, because I can always make an example. I know nobody in a free on way, then they buy megabytes them, then they at the social media for defend the APC. Nobody not even sabi them, but we they see them. Some of we now we they support them. We say, you know what? As he say they do good job. Do you buy megabytes? Simple, behind the scenes, and no need for go old flute for talk about it. Me a very private and modest person. But when it comes to my party, I'm very proud. And one thing maybe where some SLPP that we knew, no, me don't always put country first. I remember, I can always remind people then, when I've been there from a college, I've been getting the opportunity for serve as Secretary General for the National Union of Sierra Leone Students. In 1997, when we began the AFRC coup, when I go over BBC, I condemn the coup, I end up into exile in Guinea. We end up for work with civil society, very much for restore Tijan Kaba in government mark. At that time, I not see and say it's about SLPP. It is about Sierra Leone first. And I want, when would they practice with politics, whether APC, SLPP, always no say, before you belong to a party, the Sierra Leone are the green, white, and blue camp force. And therefore, we do with politics with moderation, so that at the end of the day, we no need for intimidate nobody. But the current government, the thing the way that they do, and not things say it's good for country. Now, all the more reason why as APC, all we need for do, you will get 1,000 people, the one man want be flag bearer. Many are called, but few are chosen. That one person we God gave for Mark saying I ain't gonna be the flag bearer. All the other one therefore put the personal aggrandizement away and rally behind that person there. Definitely, my prediction is we'll not even get a runoff if we do that, because the people in the country right now, we are the political sovereigns, the king of the country. They're all done tired with the SLPP because of their policies, and they look forward for being a Sierra Leone, for join hands with comrades there on the ground, for let we continue this fight. And I appreciate that you give me this opportunity. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to more opportunities in the future.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay. Ladies and gentlemen, family on the platform today, we get the former presidential spokesman for former President Dr. Ernest by Koroma in government, when Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, a very eloquent man in that particular field. People may know him, and in press release they become a notoriety. People may listen to him because he articulates the issues very, very well. And I wanted family to say tomorrow I'll get a statistician from Statistics Sierra Leone. We don't depose. When I want Mr. Bowie, we're going for deal with Mr. Prince Emile Koroma tomorrow on the platform. We're going to talk a lot about this census business, how census they happen, waiting and call involved per census. I believe say plenty and discussion here around that census business day. So please tune in tomorrow for watch that program day. And also Tuesday and Wednesday, when at the 22nd of December 2021. We will get Mr. Kasho Alanje Cole na the platform. Mr. Kasho Alanje Cole now one of the also outstanding chairperson when at the chairperson for the rural district council na Freetown. We get forget him now. People don't talk a lot about what they do within the community. We get them now soon on the platform. Like all they say, we don't interview people from the SLPP perspective on this platform. Then the invite we don't go to the one old government. The one old government, all the from the press presidential press secretary, the PRO, all of the the invites we don't go to them all. We in this platform, we then also for get the discussion for the interest of Sierra Leone. So always that invite they out whenever Lengadina for mention just call on we no more. We're ready to host them and ask them the question where people then they ask we. So then will be the best people then for respond to their question and they. Because when they talk, so we don't in governance, we are just Sierra Leonean citizens them, where they make sure so we bring kind of conversation so that people then will get involved. So we one way or the other, we say go aid the democracy in our country. And what we believe in this platform is, first of all, people they say, no man, I don't mix my politics, I don't want politics. But we don't realize, then say don't realize say politics encompass all what they do. Because I begin complaining, say, let's don't get a makito, that's a part of politics. And me picking up the bench for Sona School, na part of politics. I go na hospital, Mayor Sinodo, na part of politics. So all of these things are very integral for how we continue this conversation. This is the 21st century, you don't go do something for move the country forward. Mr. Bayraytay, and we can't fight for end now because we don't go past with time small. I believe say people plenty at the platform and still a comment, able see all, but as the first for round up, Mr. Bayraytay, and again, I want to say a special thank you to you because People really engaged by your analysis today. And I believe they appreciate them greatly because you've clarified and simplified so many things them where we the people and say, oh, no, about government business, we will understand. So they tell you, thank you, that's plenty.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Bayraytay. So what is the next step now in terms of the APC party? You believe, say, with all what they don't go through, and again, this happened by any political party. The APC party will come together and forge a way ahead for many to be a formidable force, an alternative government in waiting.
I just did send this message very clearly to comrades. The resolve, the unity, and our word where APC people them, including the alleged them, where them in get for constituency 110 for support Cardi Davis and Godrich. We be said and try for manipulate, turn the election, turn all kind of thing. But when they speak with one voice, you see the outcome. We end up forget that sits in the parliament. Waiting happened recently back na Kwenadugu for the chairmanship of the district council. When I see Dr. Kelfala Maradem, then Richard Conteden, then Alfred Palo Conteden, I see Samura Kamara, that unity will prevail. At the end of the day, they end up give the SLPP a run for their money. So now that same message made it send. Internally within the party, you may disagree with one or two issues, but we should also learn to wash our linens in-house, because that will promote peace and reconciliation within the party. But what's they happen right now in the party, not to something when a novelty, not strange. Usually, when a party come on a power is going opposition, everybody disagreements then at the same moment they come, me blame. I remember when at one point, me and President Koroma will be get a lengthy conversation over the phone. I gave me own perspective after the 2018 elections. Now that today in different spheres and locations, I gave me own modest advice as a former presidential spokesman. And he get one unique quality, he listens. We discuss. Like, you know, younger brother, may talk, go far. It is the same way I'm engaging stakeholders right now in the party. Because at the end of the day, if we not unite for let we take over the reins of governance, it will be a betrayal to the people of Sierra Leone who are yearning for an eloquent change. And whilst they on the program, a lot of text messages that people and they not to me then they send them facing and me host myself. They say, Bayraytay, we appreciate you, you don't talk fine, but we still disappointed. We want you at the ground. We want you because you were able to take this fight to these people. Now I say, well, I hope say it's a political fight. I say, when the time reach, my presence will be in Sierra Leone, inshallah, because I owe it to my country. And that owe it to my country. Now that make even before I go into presidential spokesman, I remember in 2008, I left all what I did in Canada. I go work now foreign affairs for a brand new country. I left there, I come back, I go work now information ministry, and I make sure say I do my own bit to the best of my ability. Now in President Koroma, in wisdom, say, Bayraytay, you know what? You don't so much grasp government issues and policies them. I want you, may you can serve as my presidential spokesman. I take that as a big honor, a big respect and way he bestow on me. And thank God, I'm able to do my job and left unblemished. Therefore, I owe it to my party, I owe it to my country, and not put them there in terms of importance. But for that go back na the ground, to me, it's a clarion call so that I can go do my bit. Afterwards, Sierra Leone, now we all Leone. I'm part of the democratic process. I'm part of the stakeholders then. And for me, I can disagree with people, but I disagree with you without being invective, like being rude or for throwing invectives as people. No, for me, I believe in evidence-based research so that when you talk something, go beyond the conventional politician. Back up with evidence, incontrovertible evidence, so that people will continue to believe in you and not give them gigantic promises them of doing a bakery where you know say it's not possible.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulai Bayraytay, on that particular point. I know say the viewers and still, I mean, the platform is just building up and building up and building up, but like when you say, all good things must come to an end. Net long to go most clean. We don't keep Mr. Bayraytay quite a long time on the platform, and a very busy man. We said he work, like they say, they work behind the scene for make sure say in helping country. It's not just about your own party, APC, but also Sierra Leone. And we appreciate them greatly on this platform. And I believe say in party says I appreciate them greatly. So before they go, I want to say, watch out for the program tomorrow. This guy they work on statistics Sierra Leone. And one part the key statistics channel be sacked. So he know the nitty-gritty of that particular office, he know about census. Mr. Prince Emil Koroma for host them tomorrow on the platform. And again, most of them don't inform about Kasho Olanje Code. They get for there next Wednesday. Now somebody where he really deal with him people and really treasure him as the chairman and our district council. So now watch out for that particular program again. Always don't left for that saying for that. So now thank you. Plenty one. And again, before I go, I will just take a minute or two for that read the last comment here. So from Mr. Quebec Conte, we say, Mr. Bayraytay, why is the APC not explaining those who are taking the party to court? And nobody say, now so for the party, you know, Chamot get for them. They say even teeth and tongue the Chamot, but now get for come together and try to work them out. Somebody, it is to say, Madam Bio say, by the in your invitation, send your invitation. It's time for travel, they make it not go. Okay, that's another way of looking at it. And Mr. Mohammed Kole say, where is the audio where Samuel Kamara and considered defeats? Well, so saying I like not send you the audio, but he said they would know. Mr. Junior Kagbo saying say, Mr. Bayraytay, we now need to come more often to speak to the Sierra Leonean people. Your knowledge is highly welcome to enlighten our people and the ins and outs of our government system. Again, we thank you plenty. We on the platform, we comment say, I believe say the comments over 1,000 comments on the platform.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot. We appreciate them greatly. The comments are normally alone say go take one whole program, we're not go done them. Wow. But we appreciate them greatly. We thank you plenty one. And Mr. Bayraytay, we appreciate you greatly. Thank you plenty.
For me, it's an opportunity you gave me, and I look forward to be engaging Sierra Leoneans on the political discourse through your medium moving forward. I really appreciate it.
And thank you very much. We'll take you on that because I believe say people want to give for me quite a lot because the comment themselves speaks on that. So hopefully Mr. Bayraytay will come back na this platform sometimes in not too in the near future, distant future. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, una thank you plenty. Una good night. God bless you all and God bless you beautiful country Sierra Leone. Thank you, Mr. Bayraytay. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.